You ever hear a story that just sticks with you? This one, it haunts me in the quiet moments. There's this building on Elmwood Street, all glass, silver elevators, and keycard access. People with dogs that wear sweaters live there. You know the type. But back then, someone else moved through that building, invisible, unnoticed, but essential. His name was Raymond Tucker. Most folks just called him Ray. Ray was the janitor. 32. 2 kids, a sick mother, and a beat-up old Honda that coughed every time it turned over. He worked long hours cleaning up after people who wouldn't even hold the elevator for him. But Ray, he never complained. He swept the same hallways every day, polished floors that'd never be his, and fixed leaks in apartments worth more than he'd earn in 10 years. And then one rainy Thursday morning, everything changed. Ray was finishing up early. The morning shift was always quiet. He just mopped the lobby. That ridiculous marble floor rich folks insisted on walking over with muddy shoes. That's when he saw it. A wallet, brown leather, sitting right at the base of the elevator to the penthouse suites. He looked around, nobody in sight. Ray bent down, picked it up. Heavy, thick. No mistaking it, this wasn't some everyday wallet. Inside was a fat stack of cash. Not 20s, hundreds. Neat, crisp, banded. 3,000 at least. Maybe more. There was an ID tucked behind the bills. Ethan Brooks. Apartment 3B. Ray knew that name. Everybody who worked the building knew that name. Ethan was rich, young, and loud, one of those trust fund babies who always had the latest kicks and no idea what things cost. He used to sneer when Ray walked by, never made eye contact. Just last week, he spilled some overpriced cold brew on the hallway carpet and smirked as Ray cleaned it up. "Good thing you're around," he said. Not a thanks. Not even eye contact. So Ray stood there, staring at the wallet, staring at the money. And you know what? For a moment, just a moment, that man dreamed. He pictured himself walking into a grocery store without counting pennies, fixing the brakes on his car, getting his daughter a new pair of shoes. Just one night without stressing about rent. That money could have changed things. But then the elevator dinged. Ray stuffed the wallet in his back pocket and turned quickly, pretending to wipe the railing. The temptation didn't leave him, though. It stayed. He told no one. That night, Ray took the long way home. He didn't sleep much. He kept looking at that wallet, at the cash, then at the ID, at the name, Ethan Brooks. That face. He could just keep it. No cameras saw him. No one asked. But every time he looked at his daughter sleeping on the couch they all shared, something twisted in his chest. That wasn't how he wanted her to learn life. That wasn't the man he promised his late wife he'd be. So the next day, early, before the building stirred, Ray went to apartment 3B. He left the wallet at the doorstep in a brown paper bag. No note, no name, just dropped it there and walked away. He told himself that was it. But it wasn't, because 3 days later, the building manager called him to the office. Ray thought maybe it was about the wallet, that someone had seen him, that he was about to get fired for even holding on to it overnight. Instead, the manager said Ethan Brooks wanted to see him, personally. Now, Ray had never even stepped foot in one of those apartments before, but he went, and when the door opened, Ethan looked different. Not arrogant, not smug, just quiet. He stepped aside and said, "Come in." Ray hesitated, then did. Ethan gestured toward the kitchen counter. There, in a neat little row, were 5 identical brown wallets, each one stuffed with cash. "I dropped one," Ethan said. "Didn't think I'd get it back. Figured someone would take it." Ray just stood there, saying nothing. Ethan continued, "You didn't. I've had 5 wallets go missing in the past 2 months. You're the only one who returned it." There was a pause. Then Ethan pulled out a small envelope and handed it to Ray. Inside was a check, not cash. A check, made out to Raymond Tucker. $10,000. "I asked the building manager for your name," Ethan said. "I used to think you were invisible. That's on me." Ray didn't know what to say. Ethan looked him in the eye and said something Ray never forgot. "There's 2 kinds of poor men. Ones who get angry, and ones who stay honest. You reminded me not everyone has a price." Ray didn't take the check at first, but Ethan insisted. He said it wasn't charity, it was recognition. From that day on, something shifted between them. Ethan didn't become Ray's best friend. Life's not a movie. But he nodded now. held the elevator sometimes, even asked Ray about his family once. Just once, but it meant something. As for Ray, he fixed the car. Got his daughter a decent mattress. Paid off a couple of debts. But what mattered more, far more, was what he taught his kids. He taught them that no one ever sees the janitor, but the janitor sees everything. That sometimes doing the right thing doesn't make you rich, but it keeps you free. That integrity isn't loud. It's quiet, like a man who finds a wallet full of money and walks away from it.
If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more unforgettable stories from Harmony and Hurdle's Tales. Got a story idea or a real-life moment that needs to be told? Drop it in the comments, because every quiet hero deserves to be heard.